Hey guys, how's it going? This is Prother, and in this video I want to just talk about the arcade quest in Tekken 8. Now, I think Tekken 8's arcade quest is really good. I do have a few criticisms on it, but that's not the gameplay or the way it is. It's just the cringy ass characters in this game. And I have a feeling that in the original language, and I don't know for sure, just because I have the game set to English. I'm pretty sure this game was developed in Japanese. So everything is just a literal translation, maybe. Like this Prem character you're seeing on screen. The weirdest character ever. In fact, all the characters are weird. This game is basically a Yu-Gi-Oh! Style TV show with Xbox 360 era avatars in the Tekken universe, where these Xbox 360 avatars are coming alive and their whole life is based around playing Tekken at the arcade. And then you don't get so good. You get so good that you end up winning the grand final. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Sorry who hasn't finished this. But let's talk about why I think this mode is so good. This mode is so good because it teaches you how to play a character, and it teaches you how to play the game. And it teaches you character-specific moves. Like, as you guys know, I only play Shaheen, and I'm going to be sticking with Shaheen for the foreseeable future. This game teaches you how to play Shaheen, how to use Shaheen's moves, but you could pick anyone. You could pick Devil Jin, you could pick Jack 8, you could pick, who else? Fuck, you could pick Eddie, you could pick any of these characters, and the game would teach you how to play them. So that's really, really, really cool. The game will only teach you, a base level on how to play the character. Like, it'll teach you basic combos, and it'll teach you how to use the mechanics, like the heat system. And honestly, the Tekken players who are complaining about the heat system and how this game is so oppressive in terms of offense, you're not going to get any of that here in the arcade mode, and that's because the way the bots play the game compared to how a real player with real skill plays the game is going to be totally different to how the AI play. And I don't really see the need to always use the heat system against the bots. But of course, when you're playing against a real player, you're going to need to do everything in your power to win. And since I'm just warming up in this gameplay, I'm just trying to warm up my combos before I go play online. And full disclosure, I haven't actually played Tekken 8 online, so I'm having a hard time grasping why people don't like this game. But I'm sure when I do start playing online, I will soon realize why. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. So far, I'm really enjoying Tekken 8, and I'm actually liking it a lot more than Tekken 7 in a lot of ways. Except for for some reason, after you do this combo that I'm demonstrating on screen now that I with, you do up forward 4 into stealth step into 3. Let me repeat that. So you do up forward 4 into 3 into down forward 2 into forward 2 4 4 into forward 3. That combo always connects in Tekken 7, but as you can see, right there, I land it, but I can't always consistently land the forward 3, which is really weird. I don't know why, because the combos are literally exactly the same in this game as Shaheen. But yeah, this is a really, really friendly game for beginners, I must say. That Tekken is definitely a lot more accessible, and I wish Tekken 7 had a more accessible way to learn the game. But this arcade mode is great because you learn the technique, it gets you to practice the technique, gives you the chance to skip the technique if it's still too hard, because some players who've never played fighting games, I'm lucky I'm playing a character that plays exactly the same in the previous game that I've already got 20 hours in, compared to my 4 hours played in Tekken 8. I think this game is definitely probably worth picking up for a new player compared to Tekken 7 just because of this great tutorial. And that was one of my complaints when I first started playing Tekken 7 is the game does not teach you how to play at all. And it's really annoying because it's not an easy game. That you got to watch. If you guys know the channel Dash Fight on YouTube, that's a channel I watch a lot. You know, I watch all their videos. Has character guides, and I've watched the Shaheen guide, the Tekken 8 Shaheen guide, about 3 times now, just to try to pick up some new combos and some new tech from that player who does it. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he's a brilliant Shaheen player, and he explains the character extremely well. And it makes me love playing Shaheen even more that there's a really good resource that I have access to, which teaches you pretty much everything you need to know about how to play Shaheen, at least at a beginner level. But yeah, as I said, I don't understand what these hardcore Tekken players are saying when they say this game is, so bad and so unfair and that you can't defend. You can defend against it. I mean, look how plus I was there. I don't know all the frames off the top of my head, but that looked like I was insanely plus and my AI opponent was not able to even get a hit on me there. So that might be oppressive. Let's talk about the things I don't like about this arcade mode. And as I mentioned, it's the characters. It's Yu-Gi-Oh level of cringe. Like, has anyone watched Yu-Gi-Oh, like the TV show in English? I've never watched the original version, but I'm talking about the early 2000s version of Yu-Gi-Oh! With Yugi, Joey, Kaiba, Tristan, Taya, Mai Valentine, Weevil, Underwood, and Pegasus. It is cringe. Like it's almost Bakugan Battle Brawls level of cringe. Except these characters are obsessed with Tekken. And when you go to this dojo where all the characters in there are obsessed with character customization, and Prim goes, "Oh, I want to meet all these people and talk about character customization because they're really into the character customization." Well, to be honest, who could give a fuck about character customization in a fighting game? Like, the fighting games are all about combos and winning the match. That's it. Character customization is cool, but I wasn't necessarily blown away with it. In fact, I found it a little bit annoying to navigate. And it just made me wish to have like a skin system like Mortal Kombat where you have different skins that have all the outfits all together already instead of individual pieces. Because it's, well, very, I guess, and I use the word detailed very lightly here. It is a pretty cool customization system and pretty detailed. And again, as I said, I use it lightly. So yeah, it's very cringe, and the final boss that you beat in the final tournament is also very cringe. Dude carries a freaking fight stick around with him at all times. Like, what a nerd. Like, what a nerd. I mean, even the real life pro players, I'm pretty sure, don't carry a stick. Or look like that, dress up in like a leather battle suit and shit. So yeah, I win that tournament. Yeah, congratulations. So difficult. And this guy carries a freaking guitar on his back. I mean, that's pretty cool. Maybe you need to bust out a guitar solo or something when you win the tournament. But yeah, all these guys are super dorky. They all do these, like, oh yes, Bakugan Battle Brawler style stances when they win. And then Max, this guy who's a professor of Tekken or some shit. Just a bunch of dorks. Obviously catered towards children, not adults. But again, maybe this stuff is normal in the Japanese language, but when it's translated over to English, it's extremely cringe and extremely childish. But it is a great way to learn the game, and I definitely learnt a lot of mechanics, and I did enjoy the tutorials in this game mode. So yeah, well done Bandai Namco. I think it's really good, and I highly recommend you guys, if you're looking to get into Tekken, to pick up Tekken 8 so you have access to this great tutorial where you get to actually do stuff. Peace.